Hey gardeners, Amy here with Garden Up, and today we're talking about this fantastic native shrub right here. This is called Philadelphus lewisii, or mock orange. So there are actually lots of varieties of mock orange, and I think about 27, if I remember right, are native to the United States. There are several that are not native, but they're all gorgeous. All the varieties I know of, the early spring is when they bloom, and they're called mock orange because the flowers resemble citrus flowers, and they smell phenomenal. Oh my god, it's heavenly. I wish I could just send the smell out to you because it's glorious. Some of the common names are wild, western, Pacific, Idaho, or California mock orange. That all refers to this one, Philadelphus lewisii. Other mock oranges have other common names, obviously, and many of them are also referred to as syringa, which is the genus for lilac and is completely unrelated, but it has to do with the way it grows. People thought it looked like lilacs, I guess. I don't know. It's very attractive to pollinators. I'm not sure if you can see these little tiny bees that are everywhere, but yeah, these little guys, they love this plant because, hey, it's a native plant. It attracts native pollinators. That's how evolution works. So the Lewis mock orange is actually the state shrub of Idaho, and it's native all the way up from middle of BC down to California and inland as far as Idaho and Montana. It doesn't really spread beyond that. I'm not sure why people haven't brought it to their gardens farther east because it's a beautiful shrub, but there are other varieties that are native to that side, so that's probably why they keep those ones. Or they keep the other one, the Coronarius is the species name. That one's actually native to like Turkey and the Middle Eastern areas, and that's the one that if you buy from a nursery, you're probably going to get. So if you want the native variety, look for Philadelphus lewisii on the western half of the U.S. and another variety that's native to the eastern half of the U.S. You could actually go to bonapp.org, look up the genus Philadelphus, and find a species that's native to your area, and then start with that so you have a name, and then you could find one in your local native nurseries. Philadelphus lewisii grows 4.5 to 9 feet tall. It grows in a variety of habitats, from stream sides and moist open woodlands and forest edges to dry rocky hillsides, pine forests, and sagebrush deserts. The stems grow erect in a vase-like shape. Leaves are opposite, short-stalked, oval, narrowing to a point, with 3 major veins from their leaf base to the tip. The younger leaves are often toothed on vigorous new shoots. The flowers are white and very fragrant, usually with 4 petals in clusters of 3 to 15. The fruits are woody, 4-chambered capsules. The bark is reddish-brown, turning gray and flaking off as it ages. In the landscape, mock oranges have been long prized by gardeners for their fragrant white flowers. The fragrance of the flowers is most often compared to orange blossoms. Some compare it to jasmine. Others say it has a fruity hint of pineapple. It is beautiful in the back of a shrub bed or as a single specimen. It can be used in a mixed hedge for screening purposes. The care of mock oranges is similar to lilacs. Pruning out old stems, leaving the younger, more vigorous shoots encourages a more spectacular floral display. It is useful to attract pollinators to your fruit and vegetable garden. This is a really awesome shrub to use in like a hedgerow if you want some privacy, because it does get quite tall. Mine is already almost 9 feet tall. I only planted this a few years ago, and look how big and gorgeous and bushy it already is. It blooms from May-ish to June-ish, depending on where you are. These flowers just opened up a couple of days ago, and it's currently the first week of June. Other plants that are currently blooming, if you wanted to pair things up with this, in my yard, I currently have irises, blue star Imsonia, scarlet gilia, Oregon sunshine, several different primroses, and Baptista is just opening as well. If you want to try to propagate from seed, try stratification in coarse sand at 41 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 weeks to increase germination rates. Lewis's mock orange is easy to propagate from cuttings of half-ripe wood in July or August, or hardwood cuttings taken in December. This plant was also very useful to Native Americans who used the woods for making combs, arrows, harpoon shafts, cradle hoops, snowshoes, digging sticks, and more recently knitting needles and tobacco pipes. The flowers and leaves are rich in saponins, which is what we make soap out of. They were used almost like a bar of soap. Mixed with water, they can be rubbed into a frothy lather and used to wash hands, body, and hair. So thanks for watching this video, everybody. If you enjoyed it, make sure to tell me by hitting the like button. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to get more gardening content like this in your video feed every week.
Bye!